Hello there, this is Roberto Matthews with another tutorial on how to use the facial recognition on the Nikon D600 and D700. Since I couldn't find a good tutorial for this, I thought I'd give you a step-by-step. So let's begin. So here we are on the D600. I am on AFS normal. So if I press the little button right here for autofocus, if I press that, you'll see that it changes to AFS, kind of goes yellow there. If I use the front scroll, I can go to AFF, which is constant, or I can stay on AFS. So if I go to single and I press the half press, I can half press on the focus there. I can even come down here, half press to focus there, and come back up again, half press, focus. Or if I change this AFS to AFF, it'll focus as I move, and wherever that box is, it'll focus as I move. So obviously that'll be great for when you're doing video. Now, I will tell you that the sound of the focusing will be heard in your video, so you want to make sure that you take separate audio, remote audio, if you're going to do it this way. Also, let's take it off of AFF to AFS this time. And if we do that again, but use your front menu, and you can go from normal to wide. Notice how my box changes. And you can go to face recognition. So we can go ahead and do facial recognition, half press until it finds the face. Obviously, if I move down here and half press, it'll do regular focusing, which is really nice. And then I can come back up here. It finds the face and focuses on the face there. Okay. Now, I can go to AFS, change it to AF constant, and it'll constantly focus on the face. If I come down here, it'll find a focus. And also, you can use your D-pad and change where the square is. And as I change the square, it'll go ahead and focus where I want to focus if I half press. Again, if I come back up, it'll find the face. So that's the D600. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing with our D750. So for the D750, it's the same thing. I just wanted to show you that it doesn't matter that on metering exposure here, it doesn't matter that my matrix metering is not using face detection, because face detection in this case is for the viewfinder. But since we're using the LCD, it's a different situation. So again, we go to this spot right here and press our AFS button, and it'll come up yellow. Now, just another note, for both the D600 and the D700, it really doesn't matter which info screen you have. If you press the info button and you cycle through your info screen, when you press the AFS button or the autofocus button, the AFS still lights up. Okay, so even if I were in this mode or any other mode. Okay, so as I cycle through. So let's go ahead and change this, the same idea. If I half press this time though, let's just change our square here. If I half press, nothing will happen. So on the D750, you actually have to press the auto exposure and the auto the AFL and the AEL button right here, and that'll focus for you. Or again, if I bring this down, do the same thing. If I press the AFL button, then it auto focuses. So again, if I check my AFS button and put it on AFF, then it automatically focuses for me. Okay, so wherever that square is, it'll autofocus. Again, you have to be careful of the sound of the focus ring moving, because that'll come up in your audio if you're not careful. So if you're doing video, you want to take separate audio to do that. Okay, again, if we want to change this to AFS but wider, you can go ahead and you get a wider position. And again, if you go one more, you get the same facial recognition. So if I press the AEL button, it finds the face. If I go away from a face, it changes to just a regular wide, and I press to do a focus. And I come back up and it finds the face and focuses. Okay? Again, if I change this to AFF, then it'll do it automatically. There we go. And then if I go down here, wherever that square is, that's what it's going to focus on. And of course, if it finds a face, it'll go ahead and focus on the face. And it's pretty fast. So that's basically a step-by-step on how to get your facial recognition to work on constant facial recognition on both the D600 and the D750. Thank you very much.